morning.
What up?
Good afternoon.
Woo!
Good evening.
Hope everybody had a happy and safe 4th of July yesterday.
Season 2, episode 16.
16. Young man is now officially licensed driver. Passed his test.
Shout out to our sponsor.
Yeah,
Kicked the
shout out to
episode
our
right off.
sponsor.
Kick
I
it
will
off
say
real
that his instructor, the guy, not the instructor, but the guy that went out with him, I guess he is an instructor, and it was a scary old guy. Scary old guy.
quick. He wasn't scary.
He scared the shit out of me.
He was pretty nice. I mean, he was just passive aggressive.
Well,
Where's
you
my
know how I
mouse?
feel about passive-aggressive people.
Where's my mouse?
It's in your hand.
There we go. I found it. All right. So, your glasses. Are
What
they
about
still in
'em?
the car? Forgot to ask you that.
What?
Do you still have a pair of glasses in the car?
They're in the toolbox, the tackle box.
Gotcha. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, Max Verstappen with another F1 win.
Yes.
Lando, my driver, with another podium. That's 3 this season.
My
4
guy got
total.
6th. Gasly?
I
5th or 6th?
think he got
it was
8th.
6th. What?
Yeah, it was Max, Valtteri, Lando, Lewis.
And how awesome was it that Lewis didn't get a friggin' podium?
I know, he's just extending the lead from Lewis now, like
Yes.
Max is. I was
I mean,
trying to explain.
I don't have anything against Lewis. It's just he's got 7 championships. Somebody else's turn to shine.
Yeah, like he went through a couple of these sessions with like these kids. Like Daniel Ricciardo is like the same age, but Daniel hasn't won a championship.
Right. And it's like in NASCAR, you got Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, and Yimmy Johnson.
Well, you can't really compare.
Good old Yimmy.
You
Well, I'm
can't-
just saying, you got 3 with 7.
Oh, I thought you were saying the teams.
Nope, that's 3 drivers in NASCAR that had 7. Nobody's been able to top it, and you got, what, 3 the same?
2,
Two?
Schumacher and Lewis.
Oh, I thought there was 3. All right, never mind.
There might be 3. I don't know. Some guy from like the 20s. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see him break Schumacher's record and get 8, but I also want Max to be the youngest ever
Yes.
to get a championship. So maybe next season we'll let Lewis get his 8th and
Yes.
retire.
And then we've got the Lightning tonight who are going to win the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
Some people want them to lose tonight purposefully to bring it back to Amalie Arena Wednesday night and win it here.
Some people, a.k.a. me.
Well, Austin is one of them. I'm not. I'm a firm believer in get the shit done. Who cares? Who cares where it ends?
I'm
But-
saying if they lose tonight, I'm all for that.
Yes, but they're not going to lose tonight.
I'm just saying if they were to lose, I'd be okay because they'd be winning an Amalie.
Yeah, and they certainly don't need to do it on purpose, like some people, like the mayor of Tampa wants them to do, so they can bring it back to Emily. Listen,
I don't
first
think
of
they
all,
should do it
you
purposefully.
cannot
but-
talk people into losing on purpose.
Especially
you could
not at
actually
this
get in a lot of
rank.
trouble for that. So could the players. Number one. Number two, if you lose on purpose, it could come back to bite you in the ass. I mean, if they lose in a good game, then they lose. But,
That's what I'm saying. If they purposefully lose, obviously not. But if it's like they lose, then I'm like, whatever. They'll just bring.
yeah,
it
I mean, if they lose, I don't think they will. I mean, they've just got way too much freaking energy and momentum going. I called a sweep after the first one when they went
the first
in.
one they won what 5-2, something like that, 6-2.
It was 5 or 6 to 1.
Oh,
And then I called the score on the last one,
which was 6-3.
6 to 3. That's what I told your mama it was going to end up being because Lightning scored 2 per period and the Habs scored 1 per period. I said they keep that up.
The Habs.
Yeah, for some reason some people call the Canadians the Habs. I'm not sure
Is
why.
that the H in their logo?
It might be.
C and then the H in the middle of the C.
Yeah, I think it stands for has-beens.
What does that mean? Like have been champions?
No, like they're no good anymore.
Oh. Dude, there's so many teams like that.
To
How
my
do-
one buddy that lives in Canada that I know about, sorry, you live by Toronto, so I'll make fun of the Canadians all I want.
Is Montreal near Toronto?
I don't think so.
I
You
think
got the Raptors with that funny ass freaking inflatable dinosaur that likes to wipe
Yeah.
out going down the steps.
um
Go viral with that shit.
I'm trying to remember. Is Toronto on the West Coast or the East Coast?
Toronto's right above. Toronto's.
It's
I
East
think
Coast,
it's right above like
New York area.
New York, yeah.
So Montreal's West Coast.
Yeah, it's over by like Seattle and that, I believe.
Oh, we should talk about our plan for the show too. So, instead of doing 2 past stories, we're gonna do 1 past and 1 present. Or
Well, I mean, if
More-
we have a good present one, then we're gonna. It's just, like I was explaining to Austin and his mother over the weekend.
we got 40-something years till you catch up.
Yeah, I mean, by the time we get to these stories that are the current ones that are going on, I'm gonna be dead in real life by the time we get to that shit.
No, we
so.
won't.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You're telling me
I'm
2
still
episodes a week.
only 15 freaking years old. And
That's 104 stories a year.
oh, that's true.
I mean, we've only been doing the podcast for what, 2-3 months now? 3.
It's been longer than that, hasn't it?
January, February, March.
But anyway,
It was the end of
while
March.
he figures out his math,
Yeah, it's been 3.
after
months.
he passed his test, we stopped in a very famous mall in Florida, the Brandon Mall. It's like one of the last decent malls.
The Westfield, right?
Yes,
Westfield, something. like that.
Westfield. And we hit and we decided we wanted to hit, because, some nights you're just not sure what you want to eat. So we're like, we hit in the food court. You can go in there and lo and behold, amen. You
Bunch
got
of
a
good
mac and
food.
cheese place, grilled cheese place. You got the barbecue place. You got the Chick-fil-A. You got the Chipotle, who, by the way, Austin chose and it sucked.
Yeah, I love Chipotle, but that one was so bad. I'd swallow the chicken and get the chills.
He knew he was getting salmonellanized as it happened.
No, I don't think it was
Salmonellanized.
that. Just if you are going to the Brandon Westfield Mall, do not get Chipotle.
Right.
Now, if Chipotle wants to sponsor us in the future,
Yes.
I
hashtag
love
not
every
sponsored.
other Chipotle that I've been to.
I haven't eaten in Chipotle. I've had
We
the
had Moe's.
Moe's.
Southwest Grill is so good.
Fucking right it is.
I'd say it's better than Chipotle, but like
and those chips.
yeah, the chips are so good.
Oh my.
We got to go there again. And like the reason I like Chipotle and Moe's is like they're in those huge bowls, so it's like more than one portion.
Yes.
So I was planning on splitting it in half. When I didn't care about my weight,
I break mine up into quarters, as you can tell.
I mean they can't really see. Yo, we're wearing gray. That's pretty rad.
And we both are. That not planned.
Anyhow, before I cared
Smith
about my
Pools. Woo! Still the only sponsor.
You good?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, anyhow, before I cared about my weight, I would eat however much food I wanted to. What are you doing?
Just saying hi.
I'm trying to be serious, and you keep interrupting me.
Oh, I didn't know it was serious time. I'm sorry.
I said, okay, I'll try it for the 5th time. Before I cared about my weight, I would just eat however. Okay, we're done with that. They heard me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Whatever.
No, I'm done.
They
I'm
heard
done.
me.
I'm going to drink my coffee.
They heard me.
He's down how many pounds now officially?
This morning was 30.
Nice. Good job. Congratulations. Proud of you, bub.
I'm not proud of me until I look like I'm
And he's not just
190.
You're not just
15%.
losing it, you're moving it too.
Yeah, let's be clear. I lift 3 days on, 1 day off. First day is a push day, which is like obviously push weights.
Yes.
Like bench, chest flies. It's chest, shoulders, triceps. And then my pull days are stuff that you pull, obviously. So back, bicep, like you pull, you don't push that weight up.
He's got the
and then-
genetics to become a scary caveman.
And then trapezius, if we want to be really
Isn't that something you
scientific.
do in the circus?
Yes. And then the third day is just leg day.
I fly
which is
through
like
the
squats.
air with the greatest
You know,
of
I was
eases
actually really happy for
while
my
I'm
squat.
working on my fucking trapezes. I'm sorry.
Dude. I was actually happy with my squat when I did it last week.
Your squat?
Yeah, because the first time I did like, okay, let's be clear. I've only been going to the gym, like training for like 2 weeks now. So the first leg day I had, I did the bar with, I think 3 sets just to warm up, and then 3 sets of 5. And then I did 2 sets of 25s, which is 95 pounds, right? 50 plus 45, yeah,
Yes.
90.
50 plus 45 is 95.
Well, yeah, sorry.
You got to put that 5 on the end.
Anyhow, so I did those. Stop, Dad. I'm trying to be serious, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to help people out.
Well, quit fucking up with your math then.
Oh my god. So anyhow, the last leg day I had, it was so packed. I had to wait like 10 minutes to get a squat rack, and when I did, I was like, okay. The guys next to me, I think they were making fun of me because they were like, you got to start somewhere. Like talking, one of them had said something, and he was like, well, you got to start somewhere. Because I always warm up with just the bar, no matter what I do.
Yeah.
I think everybody should. Unless you're benching like 405 and squatting like 5 something, you should always warm up with a bar. Like just the 45, just to get your form ready. So I did.
Well, you should always warm up and limber up before you do a lot of things.
Well, yeah. Just don't stretch before you lift. That can actually damage you. Stretch after you lift. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
See?
don't stretch before you
We
lift.
can be informative at the My Crazy Dad podcast as well.
So anyhow, I warmed up with a set of just the bar, and then I added 25s on there. I think I did 2 sets of that, and then I loaded up, or no, I did 1 set of 25, then added 45, so I was doing 135, and it was like, okay, like, I don't go ass to grass, because people say, like, going 90 degrees in ass to grass gives you the same amount of, like, strength. And ass to grass, you can fall back. So, anyhow.
I could never go ass to grass unless I actually fell over.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do it. And, like, I feel like it just hurts your knees, too. Unless you have those
puts
knee
a lot
things.
of strain on them.
Yeah. So, I did 90 degrees is whatever I do on squat. So, I did 135 for 2 sets. And then I was like, okay, well, it's not hurting. Like, I can still get it up no matter what. So, I added... Shut up. Listen, I'm young and spry.
I could say the
don't
same
need
thing now
Viagra.
thanks to Viagra.
Okay. Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. I wish as expensive as that shit is, bring it on.
You don't actually take Viagra.
No, I don't.
And-
Cialis.
You just, huh?
Cialis.
What's that?
Just kidding.
I thought you were gonna say like Cialis or something.
No, there's one. There's Viagra, and I think there's another one called Cialis or Cialis or
Okay,
something.
anyhow. So this is where it gets kind of funny.
Helps you with the erection detection.
I loaded 10 pounds on each side, so I was up to 55s on each. So how much is that? 155? Yeah, total weight is 155. And the clips for the squat rack weren't anywhere, so the weight gets held. And I was trying to find them. And so, like, obviously couldn't find them, and I was like, whatever, this is just one last set. So I go to unrack the weight, and the left side gets stuck. Like, I like clipped it a little bit, bringing it back. And so the left side started going, like, leaning over, and I was like, oh, shit. Leaned far over onto the right, and the 10-pound weight was like, see ya, bitch. Goes flying off and lands on the floor. I'm like, wow, that's embarrassing. So I just I re-rack it, put the 10 pounds on it. I'm searching for, like, 5 minutes just to find these damn clips. And finally, this guy next to me on a squat rack, he's like, what are you looking for, man? I was like, do you know where the clips are? And he's like, yeah. So I finally clipped them, pounded that set out. So I think I can do more than 155, but yeah,
No.
it's hilarious.
Let me just interject something here. I've tried to tell you many times growing up, and you're still not getting it. With our last name, If you ever have to say whatever before you do something, walk away. Bad shit happens when we say whatever and try to do it anyway.
It's honestly not a. I don't know what's embarrassing. Dropping the weights, like failing the set and racking them on the thing, or dropping the weight. Because I always see those memes where they're on the bench and they lean one way and all the weights like
Go slap.
and then it leans back that way. And but it was like, dude, the 10-pound weights are like this thick, and so like it made no sense.
Lucky they don't just snap in half.
Yeah, it literally just like the 45 was chilling on the bar though. I thought it had slid down, but I looked and it was literally stuck, and I was like, why did the 10-pound do that? The 10-pound weight was like, now it's my time to shine, baby. Jumped off the fucking bar.
He said whatever with that last name. Here we go. Watch this, MFers.
Yeah, so my record on squat right now, just I don't like to push my limits, just because like I don't do heavy stuff. I guess that is kind of heavy. I don't know. I just think comparing to like bodybuilders and shit, that's not heavy. So 155 and then 135 on my bench so far.
Well, and I mean, you know, you've been going to the gym a total of what? You're on your third week now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. Like,
Well, I know, but I mean,
I think
you know,
it's cool though. I can bench 135. A lot of people like that's not a lot of weight, but I bet
when you
90%
just
of
starting
the
out
human
working with weights, it
population-
is.
Yeah, but I bet like 90% of the human population can't bench 135.
I can't anymore.
Well, I'm just saying, like normal people, they're just so skinny now. I have noticed, like when you're out in public, you don't see people that go to the gym. But then when you're in the gym, you're like, damn, people actually do.
He
go
goes
to, the
to a
gym.
nice gym, and the thing's always packed,
And it's clean too.
and it's clean. Yes.
Like I was reading reviews before I picked the gym, and this one probably was like one of the worst. And they were like, a trainer threw a weight at my head. I'm like, what? All the trainers I've met are super nice.
Yeah, if somebody's going to say a trainer threw a weight at their head, they're full of shit. Either that or they fucking deserved it to begin with. Because people that work out in gyms need to have a special mentality where they don't get upset with people. But I can't. That's just a bullshit. Somebody was upset with this gym for some reason. They probably kicked them out because of this person's stupidity. So the only thing they could come up with to say is, trainer threw a weight at my head, to which I call bullshit. Trainers don't throw weights at people.
But regardless, it's like a super clean gym, like I said, and like the front desk people are very nice. Now I can say the people that go and do those like Zumba workouts,
Yeah.
waste of money.
Yes.
Because I like all of them are. I don't know. A lot of people don't know how to lose weight. You have to eat in a calorie deficit to lose weight. You have to eat lower than your maintenance. And that's what I do. And I think he's doing now, obviously, because he's losing weight. If you eat like a normal person, you can lose weight.
I'm getting trim and slim.
But a lot of people, and what I did the first time I tried lifting, which was freshman year, was I would go home and eat whatever.
Yeah, see, the only thing that always upsets me when I lose weight is I lose my man titties.
I am not sad about that.
I am. You know, when you sit there and you look up and you look around and you see all these women envying your man titties.
Bro.
Like, damn, what'd she do? He's got nicer titties than me. Well, yeah, but you'll always have nicer nipples. I don't have nice nipples.
You also have icky feet.
Yes. So let's get back to the Brandon Mall story real quick. Then I'll throw in my one story because some funny shit happened at the Brandon Mall. First thing was we went in, we immediately ate. That was goal number one, get in there and get
like
fed.
6 at night. Too.
Yes. So because the malls for
Maybe
some
not
reason
that
are
late.
closing at 8 o'clock still. So when
That's when they usually close.
no, they used to stay open
Fridays.
until 9 or 10 on Fridays. But we knew we were living on borrowed time, and we wanted to do some walking around and stuff because the one mall here in Tampa by us sucks. The International Mall, it's okay, but the Brandon Mall's, it's crazy. It's huge. It's got the big carousel in the middle and shit.
Hold on. For the people that listen to us in Maine, like imagine the Maine Mall, but like updated and like a little bigger.
Yeah, considerably bigger. It's probably like 2 of the main malls.
No, I wouldn't say it's that big.
We didn't see the whole thing either. We just saw.
But the Maine Mall is pretty big. They have like it's the same layout. You walk in and it's like a plus sign.
That's true. A little bit bigger. Maybe not twice as big. But so the first thing after we ate was we went to Victoria's Secrets. One of my wife's favorite stores. And it's the first time I'd gone in there with my wife and Austin. And
I don't know why he's like so weirded out about this.
Just, the one thing you don't do is hold up this set of panties and say, "Damn, baby, you'd look good in that," and your son's standing right there. It's just.
But you didn't do that.
I know, I couldn't. I used to, but I couldn't because you were in there. It just, I don't know. It'd be like sitting down with mom and you watching a porn.
No, that's not even close to the
well,
same
that's
thing. That is just nasty.
I know, but it'd be like, it's just.
That is not even
the
close
one
to
thing
the
you
same
don't let
thing.
your kids know is what you think your wife looks sexy in, So across the mall, on the other side was an Invicta watch store.
Hold up. We got to tell them how much of a bull in a china shop the Madigan people are. This man is running into, like, everything at the store.
Yeah, if I'm not hip checking it, I'm hitting it with my shoulder, or I'm stubbing my fucking toe on a mannequin or something, And, I did weird Austin out a little bit. I started rubbing this mannequin's ass in a nice set of panties. For some reason that weirded him out.
Well, no, I had said I look like a pedophile because I forgot to shave.
Oh,
and then,
so then I
right
the
after
mannequin's
you
ass.
grabbed it, and I go, never mind, I'm not the pedophile anymore.
I'm the manophile.
Or wait, is it pervert? Yeah, pervert.
Pervert. Oh, yeah. Dude.
I just had a pedo stash.
I've been a pervert for years.
That is nasty.
Just towards my wife.
Oh.
I mean, not like in real. I mean, I don't sit there watch women walk by and think, "Oh my God, that kind of perv." No, and I certainly don't go peeping in the neighbors' windows and shit either.
Yeah. Dude, why do people even do that?
I know,
maybe if you like, I don't know.
I mean, some people just don't think anybody needs to have their own privacy while they're around. And
one thing that I did hear about, speaking of privacy, is like, for people listening, I want to move to Japan for like a year. Just live there for like a year and enjoy the culture and everything. But the apartments, the walls are so thin.
Rice paper thin.
Well, no, it's not that thin, but it's really thin, like, walls. Yeah. And so, like, that YouTuber brought in Japan. We watched his videos, and he was talking about, he lives in Sendai, which is north of Tokyo.
Yeah, that's where the airport was that got hit by the tsunami.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, well, anyhow, he lives there. And he was talking about the first apartment that he had there. He would sleep on the floor, and he could hear the footsteps every time of his neighbor going to the door. And, like, I don't know, he tells a story about, like, that. And, like, he'd, like, be trying to sleep, and he could hear his neighbor sleeping through, or snoring through the wall.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And I was like, yeah, never mind. But maybe Tokyo's
time
a little
to put
different.
up some egg crate, some soundproofing.
Yeah.
Well, then you have the people, like, when we lived up in Maine, in Red Bank, our neighbors would keep their windows open while they were doing it.
Oh, God.
And, you guys are all out there playing. You hear the neighbor.
I didn't need to know that.
I didn't think you did, but now you do.
Which neighbor? Which one? Don't say their names, but...
Oh, no, I don't even know their names. They weren't there long enough. I think they had a bunch of complaints and got booted the hell out. But if
Were they above us?
No, they were right next door downstairs below where Aardvark used to live.
Oh.
I wonder if Aardvark still lives there.
I don't know. I would really love to go sock that kid in the face.
I'd really love to go sock Aardvark in the face. But so anyways, back to the mall.
I love that name. He really does look like an anteater.
Yes, he does. And his name's Ardid or something, so we just nicknamed him Aardvark. That's how we roll. If we don't like you, we nickname you.
We can say this guy's name because this dude was a total douchebag. He was from Quebec, right?
No, he was from Bulgaria.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dude,
And
I've
he-
met
you
so
know-
many people from Bulgaria that are so mean.
Yeah. Then the type of Bulgaria where their wife, was pretty much his slave.
Right.
I mean, she couldn't even talk without his permission and shit. And, the man is the almighty in the house and shit. It's a one-way relationship. You do what I say and you like it. If not, you get the fuck out. Move the fuck on. That kind of, hardcore shit.
Yeah. Dude, Bulgarian people, I met some nice people, though. Like,
There's some nice Bulgarians.
the kid in Maine, you know who I'm talking about, I think. Here, hold on. I'll mute the mics real quick and just say that one name, so give us 2 seconds.
Yeah, who he was talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Just kidding.
Okay, but yeah, they're super nice. His mom actually was like a contributor,
Yes.
but they were super nice. Every time I went over there, his mom was
And
like,
they
"Do you
made
want-"
good money, too.
Yeah.
They owned a landscaping business or something?
I don't even know. I never asked him before.
I don't know either, but I know they made good money, and
I think they lease.
I don't care what nationality you are. If your parents and you're busting your ass to support your family and take care of your wife and kids,
the good old
you
American
have my
dream.
total respect.
The American dream.
Yes. So back, so I told her,
Here, I'll give.
I
Jake
told
an
his
Ingrid
mom,
a-
I'm like, I'm going to go over to the Invicta watch store because this is really weirding me out being here with you and Austin at the same time. So Austin's like, well, cool, I'll come over with you because I like Invicta watches. I have a couple. And they, unbeknownst to me, you get over there and the guy tells me, well, we have a deal running. If you buy one, you get one. Hashtag not sponsored Invicta, but
Hold on.
come on.
This episode's going for so long. These aren't funny stories. We need to get to the funny part now.
Okay. So, anyways, I bought myself 2 watches and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Fast forward. We're walking by this store, and there's this guy. And he's a nice guy, and I can't remember the name of the store, but he actually...
Adore.
The Adore store. But he actually, it's one of the few times I let somebody talk us into going inside the store. And I mean, when you're getting old and somebody says skincare and I can make you lose the bags under your eyes and shit, I was even like, all right, bring it on.
You actually got to
MFer.
do that again.
Yeah, I'm like, bring it out. So we're in there, and we washed our hands with the Dead Sea salt and stuff, and our hands really felt much better. And
You're on the cord.
oh, sorry. Well, quit trying to play with the damn thing.
I was just trying to pull it out from your foot.
Oh, my foot was on the cord.
I
My
think
bad.
everyone in the store was Israeli as well.
Yes, and he's like, well, he goes, where do you think I'm from? So I said Austria.
I was thinking Mediterranean, but I didn't say anything.
And he goes, no. He goes, Austrians, they're tall and blonde. I'm like, well, not all of them if you've seen the F1 series. But so we get in there, and, he'd done our hands and stuff, and then he wanted to put stuff on my face. So I'm sitting in the chair, and he's putting these little dots of stuff that he can rub around in my face and stuff to lose the bags and stuff. And I don't know,
No, that was to get the dead skin off.
The dead skin, that's right, the dead skin. And so he no sooner gets done putting the dots on my head and my face, and he's getting ready to start rubbing it in. So I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, can you step aside for one quick second? So and as soon as he steps off to the side, I'm up out of the chair screaming, holding my face as I run out into the middle of the fucking mall and go, ah!
It burns.
It burns.
And instantly, Mom and I go, oh my God, turn around.
I turn around and they're both like, we don't know. His mom's got this paper up looking at it like, like
hiding her face.
People in the mall are like, what the fuck just happened? And I went in and sat down. The guy's like, oh, I appreciate that kind of
He said you're bringing attention
Yes,
towards our
he
business.
goes. He goes. Thank you for that kind of attention to my store. But he finished and he ended up making a good sale. We got some stuff from him. It was the least we could do for him.
But let's be clear, the stuff, I always think that shit's a scam, but the
Shit
bags
worked.
under their eyes actually disappeared.
Yes, they did. And I mean, the shit worked. And hats off to my wife because my feet, as you've heard, I got icky toes and shit. And my wife actually put some gloves on, and for the first time in 20 years of wedded bliss, the woman touched my feet.
To help your feet.
Yeah, she put the Dead Sea salt on my feet and scrubbed it in and shit to help my feet. But I mean, she had gloves on, but that right there let me know just how much my wife really loves me. She touched my feet.
Okay, so we'll do a quick intermission before we get into the old story, which we need to do quick. Sometime this week, after we finish filming this, we're gonna go on Omegle, and then talk to people and try to see if we can get funny reactions or stuff like that from the people. And we're gonna upload it to this channel. So I'm thinking of doing like other stuff other than like just the podcast. So if you're only audio listeners and you want to watch that type of stuff, go to our YouTube. I think it's just My Crazy Dad Podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, just head there, subscribe, turn notifications on. So then when you do, if you also want to watch the video version of the podcast, you can. And then you'll get notified, and it's free. But you'll also get notified when we do upload a new video.
Yeah, and one last thing. Winston, I started a TikTok for Winston. It's called Winston the AB. Just throw this up on TikTok too so they can go over if they want. But I posted a video.
Hold on. Re-say it so that's not in
Winston?
the middle. No. Just re-say everything so in the middle it's not throw this up on TikTok.
What?
Okay. Let me do it. If you guys want to see more TikToks of like our dog, he has a channel called Winston the AB, and if you want, you can click the following because we have the main channel following 2 people, and it's my account, which I don't post anything, and then his account, which is for Winston.
Yeah,
so if you
Winston
want to see
the
more
AB.
stuff about Winston, you can watch those.
And I posted a video less than 30 hours ago, and it's got over 3,000 views already. The dog's getting more fucking views than we are.
Hey, now. Don't roast us.
Well, he is cuter, too.
I'm pretty cute.
Yes, we are. And I'm drop dead sexy. I mean, look at me.
I actually want to see.
Even guys that watch us say, damn, I'd do them.
The video is up to 3,084.
3,084. And this is one of the watches I bought. They're automatic.
They're clocks, dude.
Yeah, they're 60 millimeters. They're huge. It looks like one of my friends, he goes, Jesus, what are you wearing? A clock on your hand, on your wrist? I like big watches. But now I'm up to 7. It's one of the things that I'm going to leave for my kids, sentimental value and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I'll keep those 60 millimeters, but I'm never going to wear them.
How do you know I'm going to leave these ones to you?
I want you to leave that shark skin one for me.
Okay.
That one, if any of the kids are listening, that watch is mine.
I think somebody called it first.
Who?
I don't know, maybe Brandon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to leave them to just certain kids. I'm going to let them fight over it because that's the kind of person I am.
I hear Winston right outside the door. Oh, this poor dog. We'll talk about that real quick. 4th of July.
Oh, my God. That was horrible last night.
He hates fireworks. And
a lot of dogs do.
Yeah. But he was so scared last night. Like, all of yesterday. The fireworks probably started at like 12-something. His butt smelled. It doesn't today. So I think he was just so, like, anxious.
I couldn't smell it. Austin and his mom
It was so bad, dude. He was gassing up the whole house. He laid down on my bed for like
It
3
was
seconds.
actually my ass, not the dog's. I just let him blame it on him.
Anyhow, God, dude, why you gotta interrupt me? I don't remember what I was saying.
His ass stinking in your room.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's just the anxiety or something that was making
Yeah.
it smell, because it doesn't smell today.
And if for whoever watches and you have a dog that hates loud noises and shit like that, you know exactly what we went through yesterday. And our sympathies to you guys. It's a new day.
He was actually really.
The next bad one's New Year's Eve.
New Year's was so awful.
Let me tell you what, around here in the big city, it sounded like freaking Normandy D-Day invasion with all the mortars going up.
And it didn't stop until like 4 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, I was up with Winston till almost like 3:30 this morning.
Really?
That's why we're late. I mean, I had to sleep some.
That dog.
So I'm gonna blame it on the dog.
But he's all good now. His crate definitely was like the game changer.
Yeah.
But at one point, he was so scared this huge mortar went off in our neighborhood, and he ran straight to my door and just started scratching on it, trying to push himself in. So I open the door. He sprints and jumps on my bed and lays down with me.
He's a big ol'
vajayjay. Okay, so let's hear your past story.
Okay. Well, once I hit high school, we could go to a vocational tech school, which is like a trade school half your day. And I'd always
Zach with that one school.
Yeah.
Don't say the name, but
no, but where he did his mechanic training, which him and his teammate did a state thing, and they actually won the championship and won a new Snap-on toolbox and shit for their school. And
Ingrid says hi.
Hi, Ingrid.
Yeah,
She can't hear me right now, but
she will. Jasmine say something.
When you're watching it, hi. Can't wait to meet you in next month. But anyways, I'd always grown up wanting to be a pastry chef or a chef, and so I was doing food service. And we used to sit in the back of the bus on the way there, and some of us, I had some friends that were doing woodworking and mechanics and shit, and we'd just sit in the back of the bus burning a couple joints on the way there. If we didn't do it
they
there,
didn't care.
Well, back then, not really. I mean, we were in the back of the bus and we'd hit it and blow it out the windows, So, I mean, we didn't know how far the smoke went towards the front of the bus. And, like I said, back then nobody pointed fingers, even the goody two-shoes. They knew they'd get their ass beat if they did. But, and if we didn't smoke it on the way there, we'd go out behind the school and smoke it real quick. And we'd go in and, we'd hit the food. We always got a choice to make something every day, And for some reason, the teacher could never understand. We always wanted to make fucking chocolate chip cookies.
Like every time?
And I mean,
They're like, try something new. You
almost every day we made chocolate chip cookies. And I mean, sometimes, I don't know if people at home make chocolate chip cookies, but sometimes for some reason you make them every time the same way, and sometimes they just turn out shitty. And it was funny because our teacher being like, I've never gone through so many chocolate chips in one freaking year. He goes, every time I turn around I gotta keep ordering more chocolate chips. And at one point I looked at him, I'm like, well, if you get tired of us making these cookies, just quit ordering the chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Because then we'd have to switch it up to peanut butter cookies, and we'd bring in our own Hershey's Kisses to plop in the middle like Christmas time.
Those things are bombing, especially when they're hot.
Yes.
You bite and the Hershey melts. Oh my God, dude.
Yes.
Those are good.
Yes. But so this one time we had to put on a luncheon function for the staff of the school. A couple of us ground up some weed, and one of the things we made for people was pizza. And we ground up a little bit of weed and put it on the pizza and gave it to the teachers, and they had no idea. And they're all sitting there fucking pounding the food and shit. And I think it was probably the best damn meeting they ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
You actually did that? You
Yeah.
never told me that.
Well, some things, are better left unsaid.
Yeah, you always said.
I'm
"I'll tell
pretty
you some
sure,
stories
but
when
I'm
you're
pretty
older."
sure I'm safe with the statute of limitations too on that one. But
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody ate the pizza, and clearly you could tell who wasn't eating the pizza because they just weren't having as much a good time as the people that were
Right.
eating the pizza.
So did you put keef on it or just like
no,
the bud?
just ground up some bud and put it on there and cooked it.
Well, I imagine there's keef in it, but
Oh yeah. There's always keef on some bud.
Unless it's just absolute dirt weed.
No, we didn't know what dirt weed was back then. Wasn't such a thing.
Just whatever you could get your hands on.
Oh no, we always had good shit
Oh.
back then.
Nowadays,
Get some
there's
good
kids
Thai
that literally
sticks and
like
shit.
in my high school. I'm not gonna say names, obviously, but there were kids in my high school that would literally like post on their Snapchat story of like weed, and there would be like no crystal on. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
That's-
or it looks like little pieces of fucking rabbit shit or something. Stay away from that.
it's like, buddy, you got ripped off.
Yeah. But that's it. I mean, we got a bunch of teachers high. It was pretty funny.
It's a pretty crazy story.
Yeah, it was good times back then.
Speaking of like baking type of stuff,
And now, wait, let me just throw out a disclaimer there. I don't condone that to anybody doing it these days.
Yeah,
or
don't do
anything.
that.
Like I said, I was a unpaid, untrained professional, and I I don't suggest anybody do it seriously, especially with some of the good shit you can get these days. Just if you're watching it, don't attempt any of this stuff at home, kids, because it's just not worth it. So, I don't condone any of this. This is just crazy stories I did growing up. Don't attempt it at home.
don't do drugs, kids. It's
Yes.
except for marijuana
And
But
only
you
do
should
it
be
if
of
you're a
age.
patient.
and of age, or if it's recreational in your state.
Yes.
Anyhow, I don't
And
know why it
certainly
isn't
don't feed
legal.
it to somebody else.
Yeah, no, don't do that. That's how you get arrested.
I mean, as funny as the stories are, you got to remember this was 40 freaking years ago. It was a completely different time and completely different circumstances.
we're in the 80s.
What?
Are we in the 80s or the 70s?
Well, I was 16, so
Exactly 80.
exactly.
So did the 80s wave hit yet? When did the 80s like?
Probably like almost like midway through the 80s is when it really started.
Becoming the 80s.
Yes.
Anyhow, going back,
He wishes he grew up back then.
I actually your time exactly. Actually, no, mom's,
Yes.
because like when you're born and have your teen years through the 80s, oh my God, she had it so lucky. Anyhow,
He thinks.
well, I'm just saying like the 80s were so cool. Anyhow, let me finish this story, then we'll finish the episode. So, in 8th grade history, we had to find our family tree and bake something from it. And obviously, our family is like all Irish. Even the Italians are from Ireland too, aren't they?
Well, some of them are. I mean, your papa was Italian, German, and Irish, and your
Yeah.
nanny's Italian and Irish. But then we got your mom who's German, Italian, and Irish, and that could be a lethal combination at times.
And then you and I are like everything.
I'm just a Heinz 57 right out the door.
You got what? German?
I was born in Germany. I don't have German in me. I
Oh.
have Irish, Scotch, Welsh, some Indian,
Very little. Very
yeah,
little.
very little, and that would be American Indian. Like I said, it was either Iroquois or Seneca Indian. I'm not sure which.
So I'm just a smorgasbord of everything you could think of.
He's the Golden Corral.
Yeah, anything you could want is
Yes.
just right there.
Yes.
Anyhow, I did shortbread cookies because those are Irish, and oh my God, they were so good. But everyone had brought in stuff in, and I ate this one. Trying to remember where it was from. Maybe it was Indian. It was something. Maybe it was a Mediterranean food. It was just wet, and I had bitten into it and I'd eaten it. Instantly got sick. Ran to the bathroom and like kids chased me to see if I was gonna puke, and I actually puked. It was so
Really?
bad. Yeah, it was like as soon as I swallowed it, it was like it did something, and I was like, and I was like, Miss, I gotta go to the bathroom, and she's like,
Yes.
okay, and I literally sprint out the door because I didn't. I've puked once, and it was in 3rd grade, and it was in class, and that was the most embarrassing thing ever. Actually, I'll say this story real quick, just because that one's pretty much done. When I was in kindergarten, I think, somewhere around there, we had this bitch of an art teacher that wouldn't let you go pee during the instructions, and just
That young?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you guys know how to control your bladders and shit at 5 fucking years old.
So yeah, I was like 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there, and she's telling me no, and I'm sitting there asking her because I have to go so bad, and my little kid self pissed his pants in front of everybody.
Well, wait. If you were 6 years old, you were still in your diapers anyway.
So funny. So funny. Anyhow, but
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
I peed in class in front of everybody. That was probably one of the most embarrassing things ever.
Yeah, I mean, like it would have been embarrassing for me to go up in math class with that freaking big old freaking. I'd have been tripoding up there.
Tripoding. Waddling.
No, penguins waddle.
What is that movie where it's the aliens with the 3 legs and they have like the 2 back ones and they pull with the front one
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like in the center?
I can't remember. We did watch a good movie last night, though. The Tomorrow War.
Yeah, everyone like not
People
everyone,
been
but
dogging on it. I
yeah.
thought it was really good. So if you guys want a good video, a good movie to watch, besides our videos, Tomorrow War was a good movie.
Has Chris Pratt,
Chris
the lady
Pratt.
from Handmaid's Tale,
Yeah,
which I think is the only pretty actor other than Poussey.
and she's really not that pretty.
Now Poussey from Orange is the New Black, she's pretty.
Now, the one that I think's pretty is the one that had, and from The Handmaid, is the dark-haired with blue eyes that had her clitoris cut off.
The teacher,
Yes.
she has a huge forehead.
Yeah, but I mean, something about dark hair and blue eyes is just to me.
Does mom have blue eyes?
She has hazel eyes, but they turn blue every now and then.
You and I have like the same eyes. I was in the bathroom this morning, and whenever I wake up, they're super blue, and then as the day goes on, they get more green. Yeah, they can't see your eyes from back there.
into my eyes.
Okay. Anyhow,
You're getting
we gotta finish the episode.
sleepy.
Stop. We gotta finish the episode.
Everybody have a great week. See you on Friday.
Or if you want to watch our Omegle video,
Oh yeah, if
Might
you
be
want.
Wednesday
I
or
have
somewhere
no
around
freaking clue as to what I'm in for that one, but I'm crazy enough to try anything at least once, and if I like it, I'll do it the rest of my life.
no, you're not gonna be on Omegle the rest of your life.
Thank God for that.
That's where losers go for the rest of their life.
We're just gonna step through the loser door once.
Well, no, I'm saying the people that sit there their whole life.
Oh, I got you.
Anyhow,
All right.
Omegle's pretty funny. You'll see
So,
a bunch of penises though. We just gotta skip by them. You can skip.
Wait, what?
Yeah, for some reason people just go on there and.
Why
jerk
the
off.
hell would I skip through dick pics? I want to check them out, man.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be it for
What's that? A vagina? Keep going. I want to see dicks.
Okay.
All right, love y'all. Appreciate y'all still sticking with us. Peace out, homies and homies.